Hey guys, it's been a while.
Hello.
Did you miss us?
I'm
Wait,
sure
did
they did.
you? We're back. Yeah,
Yes.
it's the end of the school year. Things are starting to wind down. Lem, you've been just
I was,
sick,
yeah, I was for the last
just
almost 3 weeks
nonstop. I
sick,
mean, mm,
on off,
yeah,
every two, one
I
and a
swear it
half
was even
weeks.
longer than that. I
Yeah, that's how
mean,
it feels. It feels like forever. So now I'm getting back
well, you're
somehow.
coming out of it, hopefully.
I hope so. We're gonna have
Mm,
a few
we
tests
don't
running
want.
more to see what's going on, and then I hope
Mm.
we get an answer. But yeah, I'm feeling better.
Because it's too
So
much.
yeah.
Your hands are full and it's too much. But it is. It's the end of the school year. Summer's coming. I don't know if any of one's children are out yet. I have my senior, which is CJ, and he will be graduating next week.
Yeah.
I
So
can't. And
fast.
I was just telling Lem, I was looking at pictures, from when he was little and he graduated from preschool. And I'm like, what in
Yeah.
the hell? How does this go
So
so
fast.
quick? And that's what we keep saying. And it's funny because and I even say to Lem a lot. I had met her and she had gotten pregnant just a few months after I'd met her. And now the baby is going to be 2.
Yeah, she's turning
And
2 in
I can't
a
get
few
over
months.
it.
And soon
Yeah.
I will have
So
a
it's
school
like,
kid.
wow. Mm,
Not a kindergarten kid anymore.
yeah.
School kid. So it's like our kids are hitting a milestone this summer. And it makes
Hmm.
us quite emotional because it's like, where did the time go? How is time flying past us when they were like just yesterday so little? And it's
No,
like,
I can't.
yeah,
I can't.
our lives are gonna be now. It's like a
Well, I
milestone of the kids will be a milestone for us as well. So it's like
no,
new
it just makes me
part.
feel old.
But it will be different for you now. A
There's
few
so much.
things. I
We
mean,
have college, but he's staying in the area, so
yeah, but
it's
like
not
your
going to be away,
routine.
away,
No, but your
which,
routine
mm,
that you have now, that you had for the past while, is
mm.
gonna be a bit
Oh yeah,
different, And this is already
oh yeah.
something.
Well, I told you when I was bringing him to school just on Friday because I knew this was going to be the last day that I would be bringing him and dropping him off
Yeah,
at school. From now on, when he goes to, school in the fall, he will be driving himself, hopefully have a car by then. And then, that's a whole different thing. And now we'll just have, my youngest going into 6th grade. But
crazy.
it's time flies just too much. And I keep warning Lem that you literally, it's just, you can't blink.
No, you
I mean,
can't.
how many people, everyone says this
That's
when you
true.
say, holy crap. And that's why I look at like our, what about our parents?
Mm,
Like, do they look at us, because they're in their, older age and they see their children all grown up, having families of their own?
I'm sure they
Do you
do.
know what I'm saying? I mean,
Or at least at the
mm,
beginning, I
but,
think it
mm,
feels already a bit
mm,
different being at this stage of life when you're like, let's say like having your own family or something, than seeing your kid, for example, graduating school or kindergarten, or it's like those
mm,
firsts, like when your baby starts walking. It's like, it's like a milestone. That's what I like to call them, because it's just a big step,
yeah.
growing out of a certain phase of like a certain size, like from baby to toddler, and then you have toddler to just, school kid. And it just feels like, I don't know, No one prepares you for that.
No, it isn't. It isn't. But these thoughts go through your mind.
Of
You know,
course.
I knew like this whole next week we have so many things going on with him, even before graduation, with
Yeah.
the honors dinner and things like that. And I am a person that has high social anxiety. And I already had told them, I'm like, I'm just gonna be, if I'm emotional this next week or
Yeah.
so, just deal with it because
Yeah.
I will be nervous and I will just throw stuff at her and she gets all my mess and then it's okay. What your favorite word to me? Just breathe,
Just breathe.
breathe,
It's gonna be
Laura. You
okay.
know, she's always
Yeah.
but and it is. I mean, how many people, you know, out it's like you say, and or like when you know, your youngest started walking, just all of
Yeah,
a
I was like,
sudden they get up and they walk and they
it's
go out of the
crazy.
room.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you're
And
like,
then
you used to crawl with them, and now suddenly you're running after them, you know, like, what? They're so fast.
I know, well, since I
Um,
said I'm glad. I mean, I enjoyed that phase, but that's a lot for me to handle now.
mm,
But now with the preteen, just I'm saying, just wait when you get when the girl because it's going to be three against one in your house as the girls get older.
yeah.
And it's I don't know how I'm dealing with a lot of again preteen stuff
Mm,
with my youngest and how she wants, isn't it about the hair? All about the hair now. But it's all about things just it's so, things are going quickly. And
yeah.
even my mother the other day when I was talking to her, she said, I realized that, you know, little C is different. You know, you can
Yeah.
tell that they're out of that. You know, I want to play with my Barbies, and I've
That
told you this before.
innocent
So,
phase
you
where
know,
they're just like,
whatever.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anything. And now it's all about talking to our friends in FaceTime. And then think about it. What if we didn't have phones
I mean, I
now?
grew up with,
People always question.
we didn't have FaceTime. We had phones, like the landline. We had a fax. I still remember how me and my friends used to fax each other stuff.
Don't stop the facts. Oh, I know. Oh,
Really,
I
really.
know. I know. I, but did you have a fax? You had a fax in the house?
Yeah, we had a fax in the house.
Ah, see,
Mm.
I didn't. I had one because by this time I was already working in the
Oh,
90s.
okay. Yeah, no, we had a
And
fax
I
at home
remember,
and with
yeah,
my
when,
friends as well.
yeah, I never had, no, but you know what was the cool thing was the speakerphone. But
Just
nowadays it's like the kids, it's just so different because they can just talk to their friend. And then I've already got her wanting to do things over, you know, the summer or, you know, Mom,
yeah,
can me and so go do
do
this or
this
do
and that.
that? And
Yeah.
then it's the worry. The mom again, and it's
We
just
were
like,
talking
okay,
about this as
but
well.
we've got, we're going,
We will never be carefree, you know?
the mind.
Your
Mm,
mind will always be
it's
running,
never,
going, and worrying about so many things. It's a mental load, you know? But it's like it doesn't matter how old your child gets, you will always worry. You will always be
yep.
thinking, okay,
Mm,
what is it that my child would need right now or want, or if they become older, you know, like they're going somewhere. Like my oldest already had a few play dates or birthdays where I dropped her off at her friends, and I'd be
yes.
like, you know, is she fine? Would
Hmm.
she need
And you
something? It's still
actually
too early
left
for
her.
her. Yeah, to have a
Hmm.
phone to call me, you know. But then again, you're like,
Hmm.
us as kids in that age, I mean, we used to go out and
They
play
don't
on the
care.
streets and
Yeah.
go to playgrounds, you know, and our parents didn't have a way
Play on the
of
street.
contacting
Mm,
us. Yeah, we used to, you know, like just
yeah.
go
Hmm.
around. So it was like, but then again, they had all the phone numbers of our friends that we might be going to or are
Yeah.
with. But like actually reaching us, they couldn't. So now it's
Mm-hmm.
like, even though you have the
Exactly.
opportunity to have your child have a phone, for example, where you can just ring them, you still worry so much,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Well, yeah.
And
Well,
yeah.
I remember going somewhere and my mom would be like, when you get to your friend's house, call me so I know you're there.
Yeah, I
And
used
I
to do the
would.
same.
I would get in and I'd run in and I'd call and say, I'm
Hmm.
here, mom. And then she would say, be home at this time.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you just did. You just listened and you just did. I mean, now you can with the phones. Like I said, I had waited until, little was a 10.
Mm,
And it was after, her 10th birthday that she got phone. And that's what it kind of seems like, at least here in the United States, a lot of the girls and her friends, everyone was getting phones.
yeah.
So I'm just like, well, it's about that time. And, I had, CJ had a phone since he was younger, just
Mm,
because they weren't with me when they were
yeah,
visiting their father and things like that. And
true.
I always wanted to be able to get in touch,
Yeah.
you know, with them. So we will always worry no matter what. And I laugh because I tell you, I cannot literally fall asleep until CJ gets home from work every night.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
just, it's like, oh my gosh, he'll be 19 this year, and I cannot, my brain cannot settle until I know. It's like,
That's
what are we going
true.
to do like when the children leave your house? It's
Yeah,
just like you're not going to know where the hell they are unless you
that's
put those
true.
trackers on your phone. But
You know what's
why do we
funny?
think we worry more now than back then?
Mm,
You
I
know?
don't know, but
Why?
like, even when I was
Mm,
younger and used to go out, and my mom would always
mhm,
be like, not be able to fall asleep. She'd always
mm.
be still somehow waiting for me to come
Worry,
back.
yeah.
And even when
Mhm,
on the days where I used to come back like extremely late, she'd still be up, like, you're back? Okay, I'm going to sleep. It would be like even 4 or whatever.
uh,
And I'd be like, you are really awake? You should be
what?
sleeping?
You
Like,
did this to your mother? Oh my gosh. Poor mama.
I used to sometimes come back in the
That
morning
late?
when my
Holy
dad was
cow. Mm,
preparing to go to work, and
yeah.
I'd be coming back,
Oh
like,
my
I'm
God.
home. But I used to tell her, you
Oh
don't
my
need to worry. You know where
No.
I am. You know
Mm,
who I'm with? But she'd be
mm,
like, I will
Well,
never not worry.
uh,
And you will only understand this when you have children
mhm,
on your own, of your own. And now that I do, I'm like,
mhm.
oh, mom, forgive me for all the days, I let you stay
I'm
up so
sorry.
late, because I totally understand when
I
you
know.
say you
Mm.
cannot not worry. It's like,
It's
it's
just,
crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, but were you older? Because I had a curfew when I was,
I mean,
but
that
that
was
was
18
17, 18
plus.
because my
Yeah.
family left.
That was 18
Okay. Yeah,
plus
I was
because
already
you're
on my
not
own at 18.
allowed to be like
Hmm.
underage until a certain time outside.
Hmm.
But even before,
Okay.
when we used to go out
Oh.
partying
Mm,
or stuff,
mm,
my mom used to make sure, like, if it's, it depends where,
mm,
if no one can drop me off home, she would go pick me up even after midnight,
mm.
just to make sure that I'm fine at that times. So it's really, yeah, it's what you do for your kids,
Well,
huh?
I would just say that, yeah.
Or
But
yeah,
see,
or
and that
more.
was one thing when we were younger. It was not the most we could stay out to, and it would have to be my dad, because my mom would be in bed by like 9.
Mm,
My dad would be the one to pick us up from somewhere. But it was only till 11. We were wherever we were at with friends until I got, my car, and then I think
yeah,
I was able to stay out till midnight. But and that was just for 2 years. What was that? You had a curfew
we
under
did.
18?
Yeah,
Mm.
more like under 16, 17. It depends
Oh.
where, what, but it used to be like 11ish at the
Mm.
max for a time. And then it
Yeah.
depends where. If I'm, for example, at a very
Yeah.
good, like one of my best friend's house or stuff, I could stay a little longer, as long as
Mm.
either someone drops me off home or they pick me
Mm.
up. But
I mean, but we had
Yeah,
sleepovers. We had sleepovers all the time.
we did too.
Usually, it wouldn't be if it was that late, you were sleeping. You would be sleeping over at somebody's house then.
Mm,
Um, but it is
not
nowadays, it's
always.
just
We had sleepovers
you
at a
didn't.
younger age more than at an older age somehow. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, we had sleepovers when we were like 7, 8, 9,
Oh, I think,
10, 11, and
oh my
that's,
God. I
yeah.
would think we started sleepovers more at like 9 or 10, and they went throughout high school and stuff. Um, so the
Not
sleepovers
that
just because
much.
someone wanted to stay out or
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fine. That's what we did. But again, now I am just going to try to get through this last week, this week of the stuff with him. Little still has 2 more days because you don't get
We're
a
not
summer break
done
yet
until
until
June-ish. End of June, I would say.
June. Yeah.
Yeah, sometime like that.
Hmm.
And then it's just 6 weeks. Our summer vacation is only
And then,
6 weeks. Not that much.
mm,
So, and in the first week
and
of
then
August,
off to
we're
you.
gonna start school here.
Okay. And then do you say that's first grade for her, or
Yes,
what is
that's
this
first grade.
called?
No, that's first grade.
That's what I said.
Hmm.
Because, yeah, that's what I thought. We've speak, but just reiterate for anyone listening, because you
Yeah,
guys actually go 13,
we have
and I'm like,
13
what is she
classes.
talking?
Yes.
What? But then, yeah, s- we could talk about the differences even in
In
school because
school
I'm
systems.
fascinated that you guys actually start to learn English also. So you can technically speak English if you go on with it because both you and your husband speak fluent English,
Yeah,
you know, along with German. So I
yeah.
can't wait. I've told you I can't wait until she starts
She's gonna start
learning.
learning English in the
We
second
will get
grade,
mhm.
not in the
Second,
first. Yeah,
second grade.
second. Yeah.
Yes, that's what and and you how and then how long do they learn? Do you learn it through
Through the
how
whole
many
time
grades?
until the end. Until they
Really?
graduate school, yes. And then
Un
after the fourth, like with the
yes.
fifth, grade 5, they pick another language as well. In
Mhm.
most schools, it can either be French or
What?
Spanish. Yes, some schools
French. Yep.
even
Yep.
offer Latin,
Mhm.
but that's very rare. But you do have schools that offer Latin. So yeah, I used to take
We do.
French.
We did
So
where mhm.
yeah,
No,
we'll
thank you.
see.
I did Spanish and then I forgot it. But it's still fun when I do my Duolingo and
Yeah,
then I throw a word at you. What was I saying the other night? And I just love it. Chus.
just
I'm like, chus,
yeah.
chus. I'm like, I don't know why I like that word. That's just
It was funny.
goodbye, right?
Yeah,
That's just bye. Like,
bye.
and
Exactly.
yeah, oh yeah, I know it was funny. But I just liked saying it because it sounded cool.
It
Anyways,
does. That's true.
that's again a whole nother topic
So
of
yeah,
a
that's
podcast, but I don't know. But I just hope everybody's kids are getting out of school and everyone has a great summer,
yes.
um, and is safe. So many
Is
things
safe.
happening in this world, and it's just like we've just got to think of um, positive thoughts to all of this,
True.
especially to our kids. That's what we worry about most,
Yeah, that's
with the
true.
kids growing up in some of these weird times that we're having.
Weird indeed.
Gosh, I wonder if we should ever pull a podcast about some of this other things because I could go on for a long time. But I hope everyone has a beautiful summer. We will try and get some more
Yes.
episodes going a little
As
quicker.
long as
I
we're
mean,
fine, as long as I'm not
Lem
sick.
was she was down and out.
I was so done.
Oh God, don't knock on the woods.
Yeah.
You were. I
It
was
was
getting close to hopping on the plane, people. And if anyone knows me, a plane, I'm going to need to be drugged heavily and wheeled onto the plane and wheeled off. She swears she'll pick me up. She
yeah.
says she'll come and get me, but she still might have to wheel me out because of the trauma of being on a plane for 14
It's
hours,
yeah,
13 hours, something
something
like
like
that.
that. 12, 13 hours. That's a lot.
No, we're supposed to be positive.
Yes,
Yes.
positive.
So anyone, congratulations to any of our graduates of 2023. We have graduates of 2020.
Yeah,
Even saying
crazy.
2023 is freaking me out
Yeah, right?
because all my stuff was in the 90s
Yeah.
and oh
And
my
then it's
goodness
like
gracious.
2010 was like,
All right,
whoa,
everyone. Well,
like so far in the future.
what was that? Was that your
What?
wait, that wasn't your class, was it? You weren't class of 2010,
Let
were
me
you?
think. No, I was class of 2012.
Oh my God.
No, that is
Oh my God, you're
no,
such a
that's when I
baby.
finished my
College?
college. No, I was class
Uni?
of uni
Yeah, I'm like, what?
28. No, 28,
No,
20,
like, yeah,
27,
28. What are you talking?
20, and then 8,
What?
08. Was it 7? No, 7,
Oh
8.
my God. You're
Yes,
saying
it was 7.
2007. Quit saying 20. It sounds like you're
2007.
saying 2027.
2007.
2007.
Yeah, that was 2000,
I'm like,
2007.
what? I'm like, what year are you graduating in? The
I'm still not
Jetsons?
done.
What the hell? But aren't we supposed
Yeah,
I'm like,
2007.
okay, so how old are you? But
Yeah,
aren't we supposed to have flying cars already by now,
that's what I
too?
used to think as a kid.
I mean,
By
I
the
guess.
time I'm 30, we will have flying cars, And here I am,
Mm,
past 30, and like people are still, I don't know,
I don't know.
doing
I honestly
problems
didn't think
about
that. And I told you,
things.
I like the Flintstones.
I used to like the
No, Flintstones were
Jetsons.
better than the Jetsons. If someone,
I
okay,
used to
well,
watch
good for you.
them.
Anyone want to, well, yeah, well, the Flintstones were better. I like the Flintstones so much more because I don't know why, but I just did. I guess I'm an old Stone Age person. I don't know. I just don't know why I never got into the Jetsons. I knew the characters and saw
Yeah,
a couple episodes, but it was not. I don't know why. I loved good. Okay, again, stay on topic. We could go from one to the next, and we could
yeah, that's
podcast
true.
for 3 hours, really.
Wow.
But again, everyone, happy congratulations to any class of 2023,
To any
any milestones
milestones.
that your kids have been hitting. Yes, and
Yes. Small and
be
little,
safe.
big,
All
every
everything
milestone
going.
is amazing. And
Oh, of
you
course, it
deserve to be
counts,
happy.
and we can catch it. Yeah. And I love though that it is so much easier to catch this stuff with having a phone, to
Yeah,
be
that's true.
100%
That's
honest,
true.
and not having to lug a huge camera with me everywhere I go because that's all I used to do. When CJ was little, I didn't have a camera
That's
phone.
true. Yeah.
See, you have had a phone since the girls have been. I did not.
Yeah,
I had my huge camera I had to drag everywhere.
that's
But
true.
now we got this, we get the pics. All
Mm.
right, everybody, take it easy. We'll be back again in another 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be
Any
back.
likes and even share, give us
Subs.
a bell ring. We appreciate it.
Yes, and we're happy to be back. Bye bye.
Catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging.